First down, Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they top 30.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he can get a good head of steam going.
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
First and 10.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Second and 6. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Out of the gun now on third down. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. It was Breland Speaks getting home to the quarterback that time. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over first and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw left side complete to Isabella. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. But one thing's for sure, they're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now. They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Oh. Evan Ingram, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0.
Makes the score, Cardinals 7, Browns nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore.
The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown. And this one, they help force another incompletion.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
87.
That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
First down, Brown.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. To throw again. Forced out to his left. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Now Murray. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Isabella. Touchdown, Cardinals! Andy Isabella, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. From the the shotgun. He'll look to throw. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and that will come the offense as they take over. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now.
Check 91. 91 is the mic. Mike 91. Come on, D. Check.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Flush to his right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
That's a quick strike out to Watkins. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Browns.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Caught out left side by Robinson. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll find Bryant, his tight end. It's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Nick Chubb, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Seibert able to knock this one through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line.
Ball carrier.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
They'll run on second down with Cohen. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 yards there and a first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. And his throw is incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score.
Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. And this announcer kind of speechless. Cannot explain what just happened there. Utter lunacy. He ran the wrong way the length of the field and gave up a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that it wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they've just expanded that here in the second half.
And it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator, if I'm down on the field, if I'm wearing a hat, I've already thrown it. If it's a visor, it's sail, right? My game plan is down by my feet right now because nothing I've drawn up appears to be working.
Well, he's going to have to find something right now to stop this offense. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
It's our time, guys. It's our time. 58, boys. 58. 58. Come on. Come. Take 4. Take 4.
Murray a give. This is Drake. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now Murray off play action. And Ingram holds it in. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 33 yards that time.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
And Murray throwing complete here to Drake. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On play action, it's Murray. His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
5-yard line.
Out out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
Could not block that one any better. Everyone was accounted for, and a great surge by the offensive line.
30.
The extra point up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
On the carry.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They're going to try and throw. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here, getting 3 points at the end of the...
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. This one caught by Isabella. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Andy Isabella with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Cards continue to pour it on. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Browns 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded in the end zone.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. Third quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And it's 3rd down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella, 26 yards. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15, and they will set up shop, red zone territory at the 13-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Tariq Cohen with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They run it again with Chubb. Chubb will have the first down and much more. And down right around the 37. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Gurley with a carry on first down. He'll only get a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 30.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. That is caught inside the 5. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Well, I do have one word for...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you,
What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film when those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Again, it's Cohen. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
6-yard line.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st.
Byron Murphy.
An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
1st down, Cleveland.
And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Cardinals 52. Browns 9.